Hello and welcome to the Nazarene Cipher. My name is Theophilus Cleft, and I'd like to welcome you to another video. Today we'll be learning all about the Apostle Paul, otherwise known as Rav Shaul. Before we get started, if you find these videos entertaining or informative, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, if you'd like to gain full access to the online version of the Nazarene Cipher, follow the link below in the comments section. Although not an immediate disciple of Jesus, Paul, Rav Shaul, is one of Christianity's most significant characters. His writings alone take up the largest portion of the New Testament. Shaul, or Saul, meaning asked of God, was born and raised in the Greco-Roman town of Tarsus. As a Jew, he was exemplary. From the tribe of Benjamin, circumcised on the 8th day, he painstakingly lived a righteous and upright life, devoutly careful in both word and conduct. He was of pure Jewish blood, a Hebrew among Hebrews, and the son of a prominent Pharisee. From an early age, he displayed all the signs of becoming a great rabbi. His parents sent him to Jerusalem at the age of 13 to train at one of the nation's top yeshivas, the school of Gamaliel, the grandson of the great Hillel. Studying in Jerusalem, Shaul was exposed to a plethora of cultures and religious traditions. One such group was a Jewish splinter movement known locally as the Cult of the Nazarene, or the Way. Its proponents claimed that one Yeshua ben Yosef of Nazareth was the Moshiach. Rav Shaul must have displayed a particular disdain for the group, as he was designated as one of its chief persecutors and became zealous to the point of murder. But after experiencing an earth-shattering revelation on the road to Damascus, the once violent opponent became its most fervent supporter. And here is where another great mystery is revealed. Although Paul was trained as a pious Jew, God declared that Shaul's ministry would be to the non-Jew, the Gentile. He was a Jew of spotless credentials, reputation, and training, and one would have naturally assumed that an untrained fisherman like Peter would have been a far better choice for the task. But Shaul, the great and learned sage, was to go to the Gentiles, and Peter, the uneducated fisherman, was to head the church at Jerusalem. The apostle's life was not an easy one. His decision to reject the path of a rabbinical scholar and follow Yeshua was clearly not a movement in upward mobility. He was shunned and ridiculed by everyone whom he had ever loved, and probably became a disgrace to his parents. He gave up a promising future to live among Gentiles and suffer countless hardships. Truly, his humiliation and suffering were reflected in his new God-given name, Paulus, meaning little. But he counted it all as rubbish compared to the future glory that he would receive in Christ. Indeed, as a former murderer of Christians, he saw his many years of suffering as an appropriate penalty. And so, looking at the panel of Paul and looking at some of the symbols there, his afflicted eyes, this tells us that he suffered from some kind of a chronic eye condition. Could have been due to the revelation experience that he had on the road to Damascus. Him wearing a prayer shawl, tefillin, and holding the Torah. That reveals that he was a devout Jew. Wearing chains with 4 links, his imprisonment in Caesarea and Rome, and the 4 epistles that he wrote during those years. The figures behind him with B, S, and T. These were his 3 helpers, Barnabas, Silas, and Timothy. The sword under his name. This reveals his ultimate martyrdom in Rome. The 3 blue loops at the bottom right. His 3 missionary journeys. And now a quick look at the frame itself around the panel of Rav Shaul. The spheres starting from the 1 o'clock position. This tells us that he wrote 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, and finally Jude. The flower with the letter G. This reveals that he was placed in charge of the Church of the Gentiles. So that brings us to the end of this discussion about Paul. If you're still here, I just really wanted to thank you for spending your time with me. If you have any comments or questions about Paul, or really anything to do with the Nazarene Cipher, please let me know down in the comment section. I will try to be releasing one of these videos every Monday, so please hit that bell icon so that you can be notified as soon as I upload it. Take care.